All right, so example 2, we're still looking at on-group data. Example 2 says the frequency table below records the distribution of the number of books student members of a book club read during the Christmas break. All right, so the data, the frequency table is recording the number of books student members of a youth club read during the Christmas break. The first question we're asked is, how many students are in the book club? All right, guys, so this is what a frequency table looks like. To the left, you have the values. The values are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So persons within this book club were asked, how many books did you read? Did you read during the Christmas break? And these are the answers. One person said they read no book. All right, this person probably went on vacation with his family and him they too busy for read a book. 4 persons said they read 1 book. All right, I'm just showing you what the data would look like. Now, obviously, when you are doing your survey, the data is not going to be so orderly. The data is not going to be in in numeric order when you are doing your survey. The data will be jumbled all over the place. The person has a 1, the person has a 2. I mean, you would have to organize your data, after you have collected it. Now, 7 persons said they read 2 books. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 persons said they read 2 books. 9 persons read 3 books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 persons read 3 books. 5 persons read 4 books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, you get the picture. So here, the values are the number of books. That is the data I'm collected. How many books did you read? People are answering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Now, the frequency is the number of time I receive a particular answer. Is the number of time each value occurs. But here, the frequency is the same as the number of students. So we were asked, the first thing we were asked is, how many students took part in the survey? Guys, N, which is the number of values, is equal to the sum of the frequency. So if we add up the frequency, we'll determine how many persons took part in the survey. This is 5 and 7, 12, and 9, 21, 21 and 8, this looks like 29. 29 persons took part in the survey. 1 person read no book, 4 persons read 1 book, 7 persons read 2 books, 9 persons read 3 books, and a total of, so the book club has a total of 29 members, or only 29 members of the book club took part in the survey. So to answer I would say number of students N is equal to the sum of the frequency is equal to 29. There are 29 students. Moving on. Up here, they're asking us for the mean. Guys, if you have a group frequency ungroup frequency distribution, and you're asked for the mean, you have to put in a column called fx. Now, fx stands for frequency times value. So this is 1 times 0, 4 times 1, 7 times 2, 9 times 3, 5 times 4, 3 times 5. This is 0, 4, 14, 27, 20, and 15. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add up all these values. And when I add up all these values, I'm going to get this the sum of fx. And this is going to be 29, 59, sorry, 49, 49, 50, and 40. This got 90 something. Let's go again. 18. 18 and 27, what is that, 45? 18 plus 27 plus 35. So this is 80. All right, now guys, the sum of fx is the sum of all the values. Go ahead, Dejani.
Sir, but the 5, sir.
All right, guys, so the sum of fx is 80. Now, guys, the sum of fx is the sum of all the values. Now, fx is actually values. Fx is values, so the sum of fx would be the sum of all values. So, for example, if if 7 persons each read 2 books, that is a total of 14 books. If 9 persons each read 3 books, that is a total of 27 books. If 5 persons each read 4 books, that is a total of 20 books. So the sum of fx would be the sum of all the books read by members of the youth club. Guys, the mean x bar is equal to the sum of fx over n. This is 80 over 29. So let's divide and see what we got. 80 divided by 29. And this is, call it 2.8. So this is 2.8 books. So this is saying that the average member of the book club read 2.8 books over the holiday, or you could say the average member of the book club read almost 3 books over the holiday, or read more than 2 books over the holiday. Next, we need the mode. Guys, the mode is the value with the highest frequency. Here, the highest frequency is 9, and the value it is associated with is the 3. So the mode is the value with the highest frequency. So the mode is 3 books. The highest frequency is 9. The value it is associated with is 3. The mode is 3 books. Or remember, this is saying a frequency of 9 is telling me that 3 occurs 9 times in the data. So 3 is the value that occurs the most in the data. 3 is the mode. Guys, on the group data, if you're asked to find the median, you need to put in a column called cumulative frequency. Now, cumulative frequency means you're adding the frequency going down. So this is 1, then 1 plus 4, 5. 5 plus 7, 11. Sorry, 12. 12 plus 9, 21. 21 plus 5, 26. 26 plus 3, 29. So cumulative frequency means we're adding the frequency going down. Stay with me. Now, earlier I gave you a calculation. I told you that Q1, Q2, which is the median, is the n plus 1 over 2 th value in the distribution. N is 29 plus 1 over 2. This is 30 over 2 th, which is the 15th value. So this is telling me that the median Q2 is the 15th value. The value in the middle is Q2, which is the 15th value. So if I went back and look at the raw data arranged in ascending order, I could count them off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So the median Q2 is 3 books. If I line up the 30 values in the 29 values in order, the value in the middle, sorry, if I line up the 29 values in ascending, the 29 values in ascending order, the one in the middle is the 15th value and it is 3 books. Now, how can the cumulative frequency help me to do that? This is what the cumulative frequency is saying. It is saying that the first value is 0. Now, after first, you have the second. So the second to the 5th value is 1. Remember, I need the 15th value, don't it? The second to the 5th value is 1. After 5th, you have 6th. The 6th value to the 12th value is 2. After 12th, you have what? 13th. The 13th value to the 21st value is 3. Guys, if the 12th value to the 21st value is 3 and the median is the 15th value, it means that the median is also 3 books. Hear this question. What is the probability of randomly selecting a student in the book club who read at least 3 books? Guys, I'm sure I said this already. At least is an inequality term and it means greater than or equal to. At least is an inequality term and it means greater than or equal to. So what we're asking is, what is the probability that the number of books is greater than or equal to 3? Now, to answer this, I have to go back to the table of values, the frequency table, which is this table. And I need to look at it and find out how many students read 3 or more books. How many students read 3 or more books? These 9 students read 3. These 5 students read 4, which is more than 3. And these 3 students read 5, which is also more than 3. So how many students read 3 or more than 3 books in total? it is what, 9 plus 8, that's 17 students. So the probability that the number of books read is greater than or equal to 3 is 17 out of 29. Or I could write my probability as a decimal. So 17 divided by 29 is 0.59. Or I can write it as a percentage. I generally like to tend to write mine as a percentage. All right. So here, this is saying to me that 59% of the students in the book club read 3 or more books over the holiday. So you could write your probability as a fraction, as a decimal, or as a percentage. Next, you're asked to copy and complete the graph. Copy and complete the graph below to represent the information in the table as a frequency polygon. So next we need to represent this as a frequency polygon. For the frequency polygon, we're going to plot values against frequency. So 0, 1, these are the points we're going to plot. 1, 4, 2, 7, 3, 9, 4, 5, and 5, 3. These are my X values. And these, sorry, the X coordinates are the values. And the Y coordinate is the frequency. These are the points we're going to plot. 0, 1, 1, 4, 3, 9, 4, 5, 5, 3. So 7, 9, 5, 3. All right. Two is a 7. So 2 corresponds to 7. 7. 3 corresponds to 9. 3, 9. 4, 5. And 5, 5, 3. So when we plot, these are the points to plot for our frequency polygon. Now for the frequency polygon, you're going to connect the points using as your ruler. Connect the points using your ruler. Connect the points using your ruler. Now, lastly, guys, the frequency polygon must start and end on the horizontal axis. Look here. The first point was 1, 0. Sorry, 0, 1. Then 1, 4. Then and this go down to the very last point, which is 5, 3. These are the points to plot. This was the first, and this is the last. Guys, your frequency polygon must start and end on your horizontal axis. Now, the values are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the first value is 0. Your frequency polygon is going to start at 1 value before 0. And the value before 0 is -1. So you can see the frequency polygon starts at -1. It starts 1 value before the first value. The first value is 0. So 1 value before that would be -1. It ends 1 value after the last value. The last value is 5. So your frequency polygon is going to end at 6. And so you just connect the points here, this point to that point. Bear in mind, guys, your frequency polygon must be drawn with a straight edge. So it ends at 6 and it starts at -1. One value before the first one and one value after the last one, it must start and end on the horizontal axis. On the vertical axis for your frequency polygon, you have the frequency. On the horizontal axis, you have the value.